Alright, so we just got some potentially worrying information about the new Kortz Centre Heist DLC, and it looks like compared to recent DLCs in recent years, this might actually end up being quite a bit smaller than what we were originally expecting. And I just wanted to make this quick video to go over it, not really to cause a panic and be like, oh my god, the DLC is going to be terrible, because I still hope it's going to be very good. But I also think at the same time, it might be worth lowering your expectations a little bit. And before we get into anything, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, as we're trying to get 20k before GTA 6. And this is going to be a much more casual video because, as you can probably hear, I've lost my voice after the England game yesterday, and I am a little bit hungover, so bear with me there. Okay, so today the preload for the Kortz Centre Heist went live on Xbox Series and PlayStation 5, which basically allows you to download the update early, meaning on the day of the release, you can just jump straight into it. And this preload actually allows us to see how big this DLC is going to be, and that's where the cause for concern comes in, because the Kortz Centre Heist only clocks in at 1.9 gigabytes on the PlayStation 5, and for some reason 5.11 gigabytes on Xbox. I have no idea why it's so much bigger on Xbox. I'm pretty sure that's always the case, but it is only less than 2 gigabytes for the PlayStation 5. Now, in comparison, the Money Fronts DLC was 3 gigabytes, Agents of Sabotage was 6, and the Bottom Dollar Bounties was 5.6. And if you think of the amount of content in the Bottom Dollar Bounties, for example, which was a dog shit update, and the Money Fronts, which was again quite a smaller update, and they were still bigger than the Kortz Centre Heist, it's looking a little worrying because it is significantly smaller than what are already small updates. Now, there could be several reasons for this. If you think to Bottom Dollar Bounties, for example, they had to make a whole new interior and have loads of, bail bond offices around the whole map, whereas with the Kortz Centre, it's just an addition to the mansion, which already exists, and the only new interior really throughout the entire update will probably be the Kortz Centre itself. But then also looking at the vehicles, it looks like we're going to be getting barely any vehicles again. With the mansion DLC, we hardly got any, and it looks like that's going to be the case in this update as well. Now, obviously, I want to stay optimistic because I'm really excited we are getting a new heist, but comparatively to the Diamond Casino heist, which had a whole new interior for the casino, the arcades, quite a few vehicles, I think it's going to be much smaller than that update, which is a shame really, because the update I'm comparing this to the most is the casino heist, because it seems like it's going to run more like the casino heist than something like Cayo Perico. Now, obviously, Cayo Perico is a massive update because that added a whole new island, but that's besides the point. I want this update to be good. I am still excited for the Kortz Centre Heist, and I do hope it plays like the casino heist. I hope it is a challenge, and I hope it's fun and replayable, and it's an actual brand new interior, a brand new heist, and it doesn't just feel like reused assets. But in recent years, bar the mansion DLC, which, even the missions in it use this, a lot of the updates have just been reused content, reused interior, and I'm worried it's going to be the same case here. I'm worried it's not going to feel new. I worry it's going to seem like something we've had before, and I hope that isn't the case. Again, I hope it plays kind of like the casino heist, but it is fresh. Like, it gives us something that hasn't been in the game before. But with recent updates being just reused content, because of course most of Rockstar's efforts are on GTA 6, and 6 months from now this won't be an issue, it's kind of hard not to worry. So what I do, which I do for every single update in recent years, is just set your expectations low, because if you have them quite high, you're probably going to get disappointed. It's understandable if this ends up being a smaller update, because Rockstar are focused on GTA 6, especially with the delays and the crunch going on at the studio, and it is quite a small team working on GTA 5 online. So I'd say still be excited. Like, I'm still excited because we're getting a brand new heist, but just set your expectations a little bit lower than what they already are, maybe. That way, if the update is genuinely good, then your socks have been blown off. It's going to be fantastic. But then if it isn't as good as what you originally thought, you're not going to be as disappointed. Anyways, I thought I'd just quickly cover this news. I know this was a much more chill video than usual. Again, hungover, lost voice, whatever. Tomorrow I'm going to release a video going over my final hopes and wishes for this update, so if you want to stay up to date with that, be sure to have notifications on. And of course, we're going to be streaming the DLC as soon as it comes out on Tuesday over on TikTok and Twitch, so be sure to follow over there. Comment down below how you're feeling going in towards this update, especially now knowing it's going to be probably quite a bit smaller than the updates we mentioned earlier, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.